Tracy Learn.
And Peter Murray.
Hi, Peter. So welcome. This is our very first video on the article of the week.
Yes, and this week I had some interesting articles. I mean, so we've decided to choose one that's going to have, that we believe is the most important article of the week in terms of, what's going to happen in the Bitcoin world. And this week we've chosen to talk about the ETFs.
Yes, we have indeed. Sorry, I just made the screen a little bit larger. We're going to talk about ETFs because there's a lot of interest on ETFs. And just recently, I think it was this week, we put out and explained a video about what an ETF is, because there are many people out there that don't know what an ETF. Can you just tell us a bit more about what it is?
Well, ETF is what we call an exchange-traded fund. And what that means is, it is a fund that's set up with a specific, let's call it, purpose for people to understand. So the fund has a specific purpose, or as they say in the financial world, a mandate, which means that the fund can invest in something specific. So you get ETFs that are set up to do specific things, and usually they're set up to buy either an index or a commodity or a basket of currencies or specific currencies or something, or a basket of stocks. In this case, what we're talking about in Bitcoin is an ETF, in other words, exchange traded fund that is mandated to buy Bitcoin and to hold that Bitcoin. And how the fund is set up, you've got the fund management company that will actually you will have the fund company that will actually hold the funds. You'll have a management company that manages the fund holding company to make sure that everything runs smoothly, and the management company will usually charge a management fee. The fund itself will purchase the Bitcoins, and it will be held at a custodian bank. In this case, because it's not a normal asset, the custodian bank will have some type of relationship with holding a Bitcoin wallet or something like that. I'm not sure how this will specifically work, but usually the custodian bank will hold the assets, and the fund manager will then buy the assets, and the investors will buy into the fund, and the fund will have units that are then listed on a registered exchange, like the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ or whatever exchange it's listed on. Mm-hmm. And investors can then buy and sell these units the underlying units will normally track the price of the underlying asset or commodity, and in this case, with the Bitcoin ETF, it will track the price of Bitcoin.
Mm. That's very interesting. And then once it's listed on the stock exchange, it's kind of open to so many thousands of traders.
Yes, because ETFs are open to anyone that has a client account with a stockbroker, and there are millions of accounts in the world. And then also is a lot of big pension funds, government funds, municipal funds, hedge funds, all kinds of family offices have access, and they can, some of them have mandates to invest in ETFs. So it opens a whole world of investment to, people wanting to invest in Bitcoin. And the big thing is that people can then also put Bitcoin into their retirement annuities and their retirement funds. And you don't have to own a Bitcoin wallet. You will just deposit money into the fund, and the fund will do all that heavy lifting for you.
Excellent. Well, we do know that pension funds, there's a huge amount of money in there, and they're not doing too well at the moment.
Correct. So, so they are all looking for alternative investments, and this could really be, the thing that Bitcoin needs to really go mainstream is one of these funds to list, and then mainstream investor adoption. So this is really, really exciting, and this is why we find this news so important.
Yes, absolutely. So the Winklevoss twins have been they've been trying to get it registered, and it just seems to not be happening. They keep getting pushed out. So, but it's definitely going to happen, Peter, at some stage or another.
Yes, absolutely. So, it's very, very important that people realize, that this can have a major, major effect on the Bitcoin price.
Mm. And that's very exciting because, one of the things, and I mean, we spoke about it earlier, we were talking about the fact that there's, now the Bitcoin price seems to be influenced when the yuan either strengthens or weakens. And something like this could actually put a new spin on things.
Yes, absolutely.
I think that's pretty exciting. And that's the reason why, I mean, be into Bitcoin just for, speculating on a short-term gain. It's actually way better just to make sure that you are investing as much as you possibly can every month, and so that you can actually benefit from these exciting things are going to happen, and in the long-term Bitcoin price growth.
Yes, I mean, this is absolutely amazing that that this can happen, and it's impossible to say where this can go. I mean, this can really go anywhere. So, yeah.
So this article is from Coindesk, and they're saying that the deadline is now extended to the 11th of March. So yeah, we'll have to definitely keep our eyes peeled with regards to this. And there is another ETF that's out there. SolidX is out there as well. So I'm quite sure that when one of them gets approved, it's going to open up the floodgates.
I think it will be like dominoes, So this is why we chose this article as the most important one of the week. So we'll stick with that, and we'll see what happens next.
Yes. Well, thanks very much, Peter. And it's good to learn about these things. Many people.
Very good.
Yeah, this is what you need to do. You need to keep your eyes peeled and your ears open, and follow the channel and Facebook page, and get yourself educated. But thanks.
Thank you very much, Tracy. Have a nice day.
And you too. Bye.
Bye.